Hi everybody. I wanted to do kind of I think I say that at the beginning of every video. Um, Essentially, I gathered up all of the drugstore kind of makeup that I've bought in the past couple of months. And this is actually started for a school project because we were given the assignment to create a magazine that's 12 pages on anything we wanted. And so, of course, my first intuition was to do makeup. You're going to see that I have this really weird mascara smudge, and it's actually one of the products that I was trying. But back on track. Essentially, I have been collecting kind of staple drugstore makeup in the past couple of months because I want to do a feature in the magazine on high-end makeup versus drugstore makeup. And before this, I was a self-proclaimed makeup snob. I'm not even going to pretend like I wasn't. Just because I didn't think that the drugstore brands had the right formulations, and the textures I kind of felt were always off. But when I moved here, I realized that a lot of the drugstore brands, especially in Europe, are some pretty high quality. And so I'm going to talk about, I didn't buy any of this all at once. I've kind of collected it. And then one of these things is actually out of my kit that I just went and grabbed. And the majority of this is going into my kit. But I want to start with my all-time favorite drugstore foundations. And these I just pulled out of my kit. And they are both from Bourjois, which I think is how you say that. And it is the 10-hour sleep effect. And then I just have the lightest and the darkest color for my kit. And then I think it's their newest one. Actually, no, there's a new one called Healthy Mix Serum. But this is just their Healthy Mix and the lightest and the darkest. One of the things about drugstore foundations and colors in general is they're not really suited towards the darker skin tones. So just heads up. Although Sephora in Paris, well in France, carries a brand called Black Up, and the entire line is devoted to kind of like pigments and foundations and whatnot for women with darker skin tones, which I thought was really great. And I think that Iman has a line in the States, but I don't think I've ever seen it. And so, yeah, I'm going to stop blabbing now. Mainly what I focused on were lip glosses. I have 2 lipsticks, a ton of eyeliners, and a couple eyeshadows, and then 1 blush. So I guess I'll start with the 1 mascara. So I really like Bourjois mascaras, and they just released a new one that is called Volume Fast and Perfect, and it says it's called a rotating mascara, and I think it's kind of based off of like the Dior one. Anyways, so I got this home, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell, but essentially it has this like on-off, and it actually twirls. Okay, I thought this was going to be totally gimmicky, but I'm kind of in love. The thing is I haven't figured out how to make it do what it's supposed to do, which is give you crazy volume, and it also curls really well, but I keep smudging. And I just didn't have time to fix it before I did this, so. But it also says like that false lash effect in just 30 seconds. So I'm going to keep trying this, and you can look for a review coming up soon. And then one of the other things, I actually am using one of their lipsticks, not right now, but that is a total dupe for a lipstick that I mentioned in my 40 Beauty Questions, which is YSL number 27, and it is called Rouge Baiser, I think. But they do lipsticks lip glosses, lipsticks, nail polishes, and things like that. And they also do eyeshadows. And they come in singular packages like this. This is a purple one. And then they sell these compacts. And I thought when I bought these that this compact held 3, but it only holds 2. So I have one single that I'll have to fix. But the pigmentation on these seems to vary based on the colors. I'll swatch these two. The purple has like really little pigmentation, but these both have super, super bright pigmentation. I haven't used these yet in a shoot or anything, so I don't know how they're going to work. This is more of just like a haul type thing, which means I'm going to have to speed it up. This is another brand that I really don't know how to say. I think it's Biguine. I have no idea. If anybody knows, it's Biguine. And I bought one of these when I first moved here, but they make these like baked eyeshadow trios. I don't know if you can see. This one's like a pink one, and I figured it would be great for spring. The pigmentation again varies on these, and I find that that's what the biggest problem with drugstore. The biggest problem with drugstore things is for me is that I get frustrated because it's like I find something that I really like and then I buy another one within the same line and the pigmentation is totally different. So that's just something to keep your eye out for. But this one, I've swatched it recently and it seems to be really great. My favorite drugstore eyeshadows so far, which is not going to be a surprise to anybody who is in Europe, are the Bourjois single eyeshadows. They used to carry this line, which is Chanel's like sister line. So, I mean, you kind of expect quality from the get-go. And I found, you know, I think throughout all of their products, I don't think there's a single thing I've tried yet that I don't like. But they come out, I mean, they have some really classic colors, but then they come out with these really awesome, I haven't used these yet, these really awesome kind of bright colors. So I picked these up because I'm in total spring mode right now, and I figured that these would be really, really great. You can use them, they're mineral shadows, so you can use them wet or dry. And I mean, they also have this like really distinctive smell that I really love. It's like all of their products have this smell. I mean, it's not the same through all of them, but if you are curious, these eyeshadows, the green one is 01, which looks like 10. I'm going to have to figure out how to flip videos. Then this purple one is 72, which is this guy. And getting everything everywhere. And then the aqua one, which I really love, is number 02, just to let you know. And I don't think that these are available in the States, but I'm pretty sure that there's somewhere you can buy them online, and I will try and hunt that down for anybody who's in the US. I should have done this by brand, and I kind of did, but then I skipped around. From the same, the Biguine, this one I actually bought a while ago. They did a Marilyn Monroe, this is going to be really hard because it's mirrored, but they did a Marilyn Monroe collection, and they did an eyeshadow quad, which I have around here somewhere, but I couldn't find. But they also did an illuminator, or like a highlighter. And this used to have like an overspray of Marilyn's face. I don't think you're going to be able to see. You can kind of see the like difference in pigmentation. But this, I'm kind of on the fence about. I wanted to like it a lot, and it was so pretty, but it doesn't really do anything, and it's kind of gritty. So there's that. I'm probably gonna make this 2 videos because I'm like not even halfway done. So there's that by the same brand, eyeshadow wise. And then back to Bourjois, they also do these trios that are like their little round shadows, but they're trios. And they're all color coordinating. They obviously, I mean, a highlighter, a lid color, and then a crease color, or you can play around with it however you want. These have amazing pigmentation. I'm going to try, I don't know, because this one's like lilac-y. I'm not sure if you're able to see. I'll try and swatch the dark one. Maybe that one will show up. You can kind of see, here's the lilac, and it's like super great. The dark one isn't as pigmented as the two other ones just because it's not as frosty. But if you use these wet, they're amazingly intense. I like to use Makeup Forever Eye Seal, which comes in a little dropper like this. And I just use a little bit on the end of my brush and then use this. And it creates this, I mean, it intensifies the color and they last forever. Illamasqua's liner sealer will do similar things. You could use Fix Plus from MAC, or I mean, just even water if you wanted to. I like to keep my Fix Plus and my water in little bottles like this, just because they're easier to deal with. This is from Sephora. It's like €1. They're really, I mean, they're so easy because I can throw them in my kit. I'm never going to use an entire bottle of Fix Plus on a shoot. Or, you know, I could throw it in my purse and take it with me for like a refresher halfway through the day when your makeup starts to look cakey or whatever. So that's really great. Just a tip. I also say really great a lot, I've noticed. I'll try and find other descriptors. It's amazing. Anyways, I'm going to stop this video here, and then I will record part 2 right now and upload those back to back. Thanks, guys.